What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another very exciting episode right here on the MIgardener channel. It is a beautiful day in the garden today, so I'm glad you guys decided to come out here with me today. In today's episode, we're going to talk about reasons why your blueberries might be turning red. Now, a lot of people have been writing in because their blueberries, they might have been planting them for the first year, or maybe their blueberries are just kind of going through a weird phase in their life where their leaves are turning very red when they should be turning green. And so I'm going to give you a few reasons why that might be happening and how to fix it. So let's go. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is to look at how long the plant has been in your garden. A newly planted plant, you're going to treat a little bit differently, or you could possibly treat it a little bit differently than a more established plant. And that's simply because a newly planted plant is far more likely to experience stress from environmental changes. Things like weather, temperature, soil conditions, water. Those things really play more of a role immediately on a newly planted plant, and those stressors can reflect in the form of red leaves. In fact, that's generally how stress is reflected with blueberries, is red leaves. And so if you have a newly planted plant, it's something where a lot of the things could be going right, but it's not used to the conditions yet. Whereas a more established plant, it should hopefully be used to them after 3 to 5 years or so. And so if you get a sporadic weather change where it goes from the 80s down to the 40s, it's a huge swing in temperature. A newly planted plant is not ready for that, whereas a more established plant should be ready for that. And so same thing with rainfall, your annual rainfall. If you're going through a drought or you're getting some fairly dry conditions, well, a newly planted plant is not going to be ready for that. Whereas a more established plant should have its roots dug down deep. It should know that it needs to kind of prepare for the dry season, especially if it's already survived 2 or 3 of them. That's where it starts to get acclimated to those growing conditions, and a more mature plant is going to be more ready for some of those environmental differences. Now, with weather, like I said, the biggest and most common reason why your leaves turn red is from temperature swings to the downside. You see, blueberries are a very cold hardy perennial, very, very cold hardy. And so because of this, they're very sensitive to cold weather. If you get 80s and 90s, it says, all right, let's grow. And then if it gets down into the 30s and 40s, it says, whoa, hold up, wait a second, it's getting way too cold, I better prepare. And so because it's such a cold hardy perennial, it is very sensitive to those temperature swings. And so temperature plays a big role. In fact, I think that's one of the most common reasons that gardeners have red leaves on their blueberries. So that's why I talked about that one first, because even us, we got everything right with this soil, everything, but I still have red leaves. And that's because it was literally 90 2 or 3 days ago. And this morning it was 41. That is that's like 50 degrees difference. And so not uncommon for your blueberries to turn red when that happens. The second environmental change that can cause red leaves is drought. Now, drought can affect an established plant or a newly planted plant, but as I said, newly planted plants are far more sensitive to those environmental changes. And so drought can affect both a newly and existing planted blueberry. However, drought is never good for blueberries. Blueberries really like a damp soil. They really do, because where they grow, they're used to growing in kind of some boggy, always damp soil. That's how they thrive. And so if your soil dries out a lot, you're going to find that your blueberries actually have a hard time uptaking nitrogen. Nitrogen as well as phosphorus are two nutrients that plants need lots of moisture in the soil to uptake. And so if there's not enough water in your soil, the roots essentially can't uptake it. It's the same thing as tomatoes uptaking calcium. It's no different. Tomatoes, they go through things called like blossom end rot, and blossom end rot is a lack of calcium. And oftentimes there's plenty of calcium in your soil, but there's not enough moisture in your soil for the tomatoes to uptake the calcium. The same thing goes with perennial bushes, fruit bushes like these blueberries. If the soil's too dry, they just can't uptake the nitrogen and phosphorus, and so that is reflected with red leaves. So make sure your soil stays damp at all times. If you're going through a drought, consider putting down a mulch and irrigating, because any type of stress is not great for a newly planted plant. You don't want it to go through stress, obviously, but especially on a newly planted one, because that stress can sometimes be the difference of it surviving through winter or not. The third reason is also environmental, and that is soil. when you're looking at the soil type of blueberries, they do like a very acidic soil. And the pH of your soil plays a huge role in nutrient uptake. And a more existing, well-established blueberry might be used to some of those variations in soil pH. Blueberries do prefer a pH of around 5 to 5.5, very, very acidic. However, they can survive in 5.5 to even 6.5. They can survive. It doesn't mean they're going to love it, but they're going to survive. And so if your soil pH is way off from where it should be, a newly planted blueberry is going to react far more differently than a plant that has survived. And I guess what I'm getting at is that a lot of these environmental things that we're talking about, if the plant can survive them and pull through them, eventually it's kind of going to get used to it and start to adapt. And that's what you hope for from any plant in the garden. But it can also sometimes reflect itself in red leaves. And so a lot of times gardeners, they throw the kitchen sink at it when oftentimes there's really not a whole lot wrong. It's just taking time for the plant to get established and used to it. If it turns red and then the leaves over time turn back to green, there's nothing wrong. If the leaves turn red and stay red, or turn a deeper shade of red, or the leaves start falling off entirely, that's really where you need to actually be concerned. I just find that oftentimes gardeners become way too worried, and then they make matters worse by compounding problems by like over fertilizing or over watering, or just doing things that they think are helping but in fact are hurting. And so soil pH can play a huge role. If you've not yet done a pH test, I highly recommend doing a pH test, because soil pH is something that you can fix. You can fix it with things like sphagnum peat moss. That's very acidic, kind of an acidic growing medium. That has a pH of around 4.5 to 5, so nice and acidic. Your blueberries are going to love it. You can just kind of mulch the top of your plants with some sphagnum peat moss, or you can use things like powdered sulfur, pelletized sulfur, coffee grounds, not coffee grounds that have been turned into coffee, but just like stale coffee. You want that acid in the coffee grounds to actually leach down into the soil. So if you've made coffee with the coffee grounds, it's a common misconception it's going to make your soil more acidic. Also things like pine needles. Pine needles don't make your soil more acidic, despite the fact that they are acidic. By the time they break down in the soil, none of the acid in the pine needles can be reflected in a change of soil pH. So stick to things like like sulfur or like sphagnum peat moss, stuff, or like I said, stale coffee grounds, stuff that by nature is acidic and will change the pH of the soil. All right, the fourth reason why your blueberries might be turning red is because of a lack of nutrients. Now, a lack of nutrients will affect an existing plant more than a newly planted plant. And that's because when you have a newly planted plant, usually you're going to amend the soil, you're going to put some fertilizer down, or the place where you got the plant has already fertilized to kind of keep the plant alive. And so generally, those nutrient deficiencies show themselves in kind of year 2, year 3, or maybe even a little bit further on. And so those nutrient deficiencies usually affect existing plants. And so if you have your plant and it's been planted for 2, 3, 4, or 5 years even, your plants could be needing some nitrogen. Now, nitrogen is usually seen with yellowing of leaves. However, with blueberries, it's seen with red leaves. And so oftentimes gardeners get this confused because a phosphorus deficiency in most plants is shown with red leaves. However, in blueberries, a nitrogen deficiency is shown with red leaves. So it's kind of one of those things I was kind of talking about where gardeners look, they say red leaves, I need phosphorus. When in reality, that's not even how the plant can that's not the plant's language, right? So you want to learn the plant's language before you treat the plant. Otherwise, you might be just treating the wrong problem. So remember, red leaves, if it's existing, maybe give it some nitrogen, especially in early season when the plant is coming out of dormancy. That is a big thing that we see with a lot of gardeners, is that when the blueberries are coming out of dormancy, they use a ton of nitrogen to break dormancy. And sometimes if there's not enough nitrogen, they start to be stressed. So consider adding some nitrogen. We use Trifecta Plus on our entire garden. That's our fertilizer of choice. I'll post a link to it in the description box below if you're interested. It's just a very well-balanced, all-purpose fertilizer that we use. We absolutely love it. We've used it for many years, and it's pretty much all we use in our garden. And so that's what we use. But if you're not going to use that, use something that's just rich in nitrogen. That's all I can ask. All right, and the fifth and final reason why your leaves could be turning red is because of pests. Now remember, red leaves is a sign of stress, and pests cause stress. Now, oftentimes, blueberries don't have too many pests. The two you are going to most commonly encounter are going to be aphids and spider mites. Now, aphids and spider mites both feed off of plant material. They actually suck the sap out of the leaves. Now, spider mites you can tell by kind of their webby webs. They're webby webs all over the plant. And I'm not a scientist, I'm just a guy with a garden. So when I say webby webs, I mean webby webs. They just look like kind of like wispy little webs all over your plants, and that's about all I can describe it as. And if you see that, but you don't see any spiders, sometimes it can be spider mites. You can usually look at the underside of the leaf and see these teeny tiny little mites crawling around on your leaves. Now that's a little more rare, a little more uncommon than aphids. Now aphids are very common and you can see them. They actually will nest in kind of the nooks and crannies and undersides of your leaves, and they suck the sap out of the plant. And you can notice them by seeing their little drops of honeydew all over the other leaves. It's like someone took sugar water and kind of just splattered it on your leaves. If you start to see that and you also see signs of red leaves, those two go hand in hand. A stressed plant usually is caused from pest damage, and the pests are kind of just, well, they're stressing the plant out because they're sucking all of that, the sugar and the energy that the plant is creating for themselves. And so that's why the plant gets stressed. So you can treat that then with some pesticides, hopefully organic, but treat them how you wish. But that it can be another reason why your plants are turning red. So there you guys go. There are 5 reasons why your blueberry plants might be turning red. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure to throw a thumbs up there. It helps spread this video around to more people that might be having red leaves on their blueberry plants. Also, if you know somebody that's going through this, make sure to share this video with them. I do these videos for you and for the gardening community. And so it means a lot when you entrust your friend's time and your friend's garden with our videos. That means a lot, and it's a very humbling experience to be able to be in this position. So thank you guys so very much. And until next episode, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel reminding you all to grow big or go home, and we'll catch you later. See ya.